Assalamu-Alaikum everyone, this is Naz with another tutorial for you today. I hope everyone is doing fine. Please take a cup of coffee or something to drink and join me as we go through this simple tutorial today. It's showing you how to use the basic hijab and pull on hijabs, and how you can take one hijab with a few undercaps and make different looks. It's quite simple and I hope you like it. Please take your time, enjoy with me as I show you these tutorials. Now, I've got here a few different hijab caps, and I'll show you how just a different cap will give you a different look. This is the tubing hijab. It's a black hijab. There we go. It's a tube. And I've got this is called a ninja, and what basically it covers you. And it covers your stomach, your neck from showing. If someone is having issues with the heat, they don't need to wear that. If they have problems with overheating, this is very, very cool. It's cotton and it does not affect you in any way whatsoever. On the other hand, it helps to keep your hijab nice and snug. So I recommend it. I use it all the time. I always wear a ninja under my hijabs, whether I'm wearing a square hijab, rectangle hijab, or even a shawl. I wear my ninja all the time, and on top of that I wear the tubing as well. So here we go. This is just a plain simple black tube. Okay, just a simple black tubing, so that makes it nice and snug. And we are wearing a simple pull-on hijab today. It's got some blings again. Okay. It's a simple pull-on hijab, and I am using it to it's simple. It's got the blings. If you don't want it with the blings, you can get the simple ones. And basically all I'm doing is, and I'm just going to show you how a different undercap changes the look altogether. Now, like I've said previously, I put a pin here. You can stitch it up if you want, or you can just leave it the way it is. I like it nice and snug, so I put the pin just to keep it snug. Again, some people like full coverage, so we leave it. This is a medium hijab. It's not an extra large one. The extra large one goes quite lower. This is the regular size, and with that you still have coverage. Now for me, I like to have it in place all day, so there's no movement of it. So I take one of these pins and I just put it here, so that stays in place and it does not move. Quite simple. Now I'll show you what it looks like. Quite easy, quite nice. It's beautiful for casual day. For anyone who doesn't like too fancy, this is perfect. There's no bling, just and it has all the coverage that's required. Now, just to show you what a simple underscarf can change the look of the hijab, I'm going to just slip this in the bag, take this out, and now I'm going to use a one with bling and show you what a difference it makes. There you go. It's a tube undercap as well. It's got some nice blings on it, and that's for people like me or all those girls out there who likes to have a bit of bling. Some people don't like it, and that's okay. It's for your own preference. Now, if you want to leave it and show a whole lot of it, you can do that, and it's still fine. See, it's still okay. It's beautiful. For myself, I like to bring it down just a tiny bit, and got that nice little, there you go. Absolutely beautiful with a little bit of a bling. Now, if you feel that it's going to move and you want it snug like I do, and I like it in place, when I leave the home in the morning and I put my hijab on, I like to come back home with it all in one place. I don't like it moving, so I always use a little bit of a pin here and there and give it a little bit of a tuck, and so it doesn't move at all. It's in place, and that's how it stays until I get home. It's beautiful. Now let's change that again. We're just going to change the underscarf, and we're going to use a little bit more subtle, but still with a bit of a bling to show you what the difference. We've got the same scarf on, and I'm just showing you using a different undercap. Some people call it undercap, some people call it inner cap. It's like I said, it's your preference. It's beautiful. It's got a bit of sheen to it. It's a shimmery fabric, and it's beautiful, yet it's elegant, yet subtle and simple. And we can here we are. Just a little bit of exposure, very little, and so you can see what it looks like. Make sure the underpiece is nice and in place, otherwise we're going to have some, because I don't like it. It's got to be perfect. And when we put our scarves on and we leave our home in the morning, make sure that everything is in place. See, that's nice, smooth, beautiful. Look at that. One hijab, 3 different caps, 3 different looks. Alhamdulillah. See, it's beautiful. And for those girls that are struggling with wearing the hijab, it's so simple. Once you make the intention, that's the hardest. If you make the intention, you can do it. You can do it. So that's, voila, it's pretty. Simple yet elegant. Now, I'm going to show you a totally different, if you want to, some people like black all the time, and that's fine. I like colors and I like vibrancy, and I like to change it up a bit. So I'm going to show you, and just with a different color, with a totally different look whatsoever. It's beautiful. Just changing colors. We wear a scarf. So we must look, carry ourselves with pride. And here I'm going to use, just to show you colors, beautiful colors. Look at that. Just the undercap, how beautiful it is. It's nice, fuchsia, vibrant. It's vibrant. And there it's another simple. It's got a bit of color in it. Like I said, I like bling. If you don't like bling, you can get the simple ones. And these are just simple, easy for beginners, for people who are just wanting to start wearing the scarf and not sure what to do. This is the easiest way to get used to it, and it's a simple pull on. There you go. Again, some of us may ask why I have the pin here. Now, I have the pin there because I like it snug, and sometimes the way the manufacturers make the hijab, it's a bit loose there. Sometimes it's too tight. If it's too tight, you can simply loosen the threads a little bit, make it so it's not too tight and it's not uncomfortable. And if it's too loose, you can stitch it, or you can just simply put a pin. Now here you go. If you want full coverage, there. It's beautiful. See the color? It's vibrant. It makes you look good, and look at the color. It's beautiful. Simple yet elegant. Now let's try that same scarf, and we're going to try a different underscarf, the inner cap. And this is for a little bit of spice. And we're going to add a underscarf with some bling. Simple. You have a ninja, you have an inner scarf, underscarf, and you have a pull-on hijab. That's all you really need for starters, or even for the ones that have been wearing hijab for a long time. Some people like simplicity. Some people like, if they're in a rush in the mornings to go to work and they need to be quick, this is quite easy, quite simple. So there you go. And like I said, I like things in place, and I don't like it. I like it to be snug. So on that, I will add a little stick pin, keep it in place. And it's the same. Now, same hijab, 2 different undercap, and it has 2 totally different looks. Now you can wear this for a dressy and dress up, going out for dinner, and it looks elegant. Now, for me, I like to, sometimes I keep it down and sometimes I like to put it up. I like to, a little tuck, stick pin. Simple. We're trying to get everyone who wants to wear a hijab or who is wearing a hijab but having difficulty, see how easy it is and to wear these pull-on hijabs. Now, there's no hair showing. It's all covered. It's nicely covered. That's it for the pull-on hijabs for today. I hope you enjoy that. I hope I've made it a little bit more easier for you. If you're thinking of wearing a hijab, you can just simply, all you need is an undercap, or you need a ninja, you need an undercap, and you need a pull-on hijab. If you get a pull-on hijab, a black or a blue, you can use that as starter. And as you get more comfortable, you can add colors to it. Now we are going to I'm going to show you how to tie a simple square hijab. And we will take this off. Now we've got our in place. Now we can do this without an undercap, or we can do it with an undercap. Now let's try it with a basic undercap. It's basic black. And these are for all of you out there who have all these square hijabs and don't know what to do with them. We are going to make use of them, and I'm going to help you to use them because I like square hijabs. There was a time when rectangular hijabs were very scarce and no one used rectangular hijab, very rarely. And everyone has now turned to rectangular hijab, and the square ones are sitting in a drawer. With, it's most people are thinking there's no use for it, but absolutely there's a use for it. And I'm going to show you how I fold it. Now, if you want, I always fold the hijab here. I'll show you how it is. This is the square. We fold it. Leave a bit of space to give it some more coverage. So we've got a bit of an overlap. So you're folding it in a triangle. Notice now it's like in a triangle. And now we're going to simple wrap, and it's beautiful. Make sure that it's even. Safety pin. Now, some people like the inner cap to show and some people don't. So we need the pin here to keep it in place. And we're going to put another pin here. So far, so good. It's quite simple. Now, for someone who likes full coverage, they can leave it like that. And it's beautiful. Now, just pull one end, and we're going to give it a little tuck over here. using one of these pins. So far, so good. Another pin. And there you are. It's simple, so we can use those square hijabs, take them out of the closet, and use them. You've got lots sitting in the closet that you haven't used because of the rectangles and the oblong ones coming into place, but we can use them. They're beautiful if you just know how to fold them over and pull them over. It's gorgeous. Look at that. I hope you liked the video today. I hope I've made it a bit easier for you to use your hijab. And if you need support, if you need help, if you need a little bit of, razzmatazz with someone about wearing a hijab, I'm here. I don't mind, and I will give you whatever support you need. Thanks for watching. Please, if you like the video, press the like button and subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Now, in these difficult times, please, everyone, do your best to stay safe. Do your best to do your bit in keeping us safe. And we pray and we hope that God will help us through all this difficult time. Until we meet again, take care. Assalamu alaikum.